Hi everyone, welcome back to anybody who's watched my channel before. If you're new here, hello, and I hope you enjoy this episode. If you've watched before, you'll know that we've had the lambing shed temporarily in the fold yard, but now all the peas have gone from the lambing shed and so it's all ready and set up for the ewes to lamb. We have individual pens down the side for anybody who has lambed, and the rest of the ewes go in the middle big area. Here's one who's had a couple of babies and some more in the pen as well. These ones have also lambed. They'll be moving soon. People often ask how long do we leave our sheep, and we tend to try and leave them for at least 4 hours overnight. Now, as you can see, often you come to these sheep mostly all settled and lying down. So for us, with our system, we like to give them that chance to rest, but obviously it's definitely not feasible in every setup. Next job for the afternoon is to make a bit of a funnel. So you can see the sheep are in the field behind me, and make a bit of funnel along kind of this bit here, so that then when we want to bring them into the shed behind me here, and if I'm on my own or my mum's on my own, we can just bring them straight in and we don't have problems with them wanting to run around the yard. So when they get well trained, it's not too much of an issue, but it just makes life a lot easier. Oh, hey Ralph, where have you been? Starting to take shape. Just putting a little man gate in there so we can nip through. And yep, working our way up to that post there and joining up with the electric fencing. Well, the netting, electric netting. Here is the finished bit of fencing featuring little Ralph. Just goes up to here, then joins in with this electric mesh, and then we'll pull back the wire over here and then they can come straight in. Just letting the triplets out just to graze this little bit for now, but they won't be permanently in this area. Dave, that's the tup, he's looking a little bit lame, so I'll have a look at his foot when he comes in. And here is the new funnel system in action, working a treat. So as I said, it just makes life so much easier if we're on our own. They come straight from the field and in themselves. Also a really, really nice evening. Cold though. So yeah, we definitely wouldn't want anybody to be lambing outside this evening. When the ewes first have their lambs, they go into these smaller pens. So this is basically just to help them bond with their lamb and ensure that we can keep a close eye on the ewe and lamb or lambs when they're born. We muck out the pens after every lambing, so after every time a sheep and its lamb or lambs have been in there. This is from basically a kind of disease and biosecurity perspective. We want to minimise the amount of bugs which may be in this straw from the ewe and lamb before a fresh ewe and lamb comes in. So yeah, we'll muck them out to begin with, then we disinfect as well. At this stage now, I need my brush and shovel to get up all those bits I can't sort with the fork. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get everything completely spotless. Got that one next door to do as well. But it's all about minimising the risk. I know that some people use lime in pens, which also helps with infection bacteria, but for us disinfectant has worked very, very well and we haven't had any problems from our lambing pens. So that's these two pens disinfected. I took out the bar kind of in the middle just to make it easier to get under the bar so that both these pens are nice and clean. We'll leave them to dry now, and then when we get our next ewe lambing, we have these 2 pens plus all the other ones in the shed. There's some on that side and some on that side as well. But yeah, that means we're ready for any amount of ewes to lamb, although I don't think that's going to be happening this week. All ready to go. Now when that dries, and as I said, we'll be reducing the risk of infection or germs passing from newborn lamb to newborn lamb as much as possible. This ewe has had her first lamb herself, so we didn't need to help at all. I can't actually see the scanning mark on her because of her black wool, so usually they'd have a coloured marker spray. However, she is pushing, and when she pushes I can just about see what looks like another lamb coming out. So yep, I am certain she's having another one. You can see there's that kind of slime kind of trail coming out. That's a bit of the kind of afterbirth and bag and sack that the lamb's being contained in. So hopefully she'll be able to get this second one out herself. I'll leave her a little bit longer and I may have to assist. Whilst I'm keeping my eye on her, I am also just getting this pen bedded up, so she'll come into here when she's had her lambs for sure. But if I need to assist her, you can see she's pushing now, I will try and get her into this pen. I'm on my own today, so yeah, it'll save me running her around the shed. In an ideal world, we'd never get involved and everything would be born, you know, basically without us even needing to be there. But the realities are, sometimes they do need a helping hand, the lamb can be mispresented, and you just never know. It's a case-by-case basis. You can probably hear a bit of the sheep bleating to her lamb, so sometimes they can get distracted by the lamb they've just had and basically forget they've got another one to push out. So yeah, you've just got to be aware of that. But she looks to be pushing, and hopefully we'll have this one on her own. There are definitely some breeds though which are known for easier lambing, particularly those where you're lambing outside. Those kind of hill breeds basically just pop their lambs out on the whole because the chances are there isn't going to be anybody there to help them. This one, I think it's a boy, is up on his feet and looking to suck, which is a really, really good sign. He's slightly at the wrong end, but he'll get there. Sometimes, as you can see, we've got another sheep interested here. That's not usually too much of a problem. And she's probably not too far off lambing herself. You can see she's got a bag forming there, so yeah, she's probably getting a bit broody. So here she is pushing, and you can just about see a foot there. I think it looks to be presented correctly, so you can see they often get up and kind of lick where some of the birthing fluids have come out, so that's quite normal. But yeah, it looks to be presented correctly, so I'm reluctant to get involved just now. The getting up and down is quite normal as well. Being restless, just trying to find the position. And there she is, licking where any of the liquids have come out. Her lamb is just cuddled up over there. I'm just filming this straight away because this ewe has had one black and one white lamb. So she had the black one on her own, and I've just helped her, sticky hands and all, I've just helped her deliver the second white one. So I suspect she would have got on with it herself, but she just was starting to look a little bit tired. Now, this does happen. It's not abnormal, but it's always exciting when it does. But yeah, she is now very happy with her 2 lambs. First one was a boy, and the second one is a little girl. Good lass. Just check for milk. So there we go, milk on that side. And whether I can just get to that here, I might have to. Can't quite get to that other teat right now. I don't want to move her too much. Let's see, I'll just pull her leg out of the way and let's check this teat. There we go. So now to lamb her, I did actually basically fell her. So I was on this near side. I used my right arm to lamb sheep, and so I pulled this back leg just to get her down. It would seem a bit brutal, but she's up for now, licking them, and she's going to be a very good mum. Good lass. I'll leave you to it in a second. Good lass. Well, that's it for another video. Thank you as always for watching. If you like the episode, please do subscribe to my channel.